Strudel.
Okay, looks like we're live. So, hello everybody. I'm Shtrudel. With me is Shadow. We're gonna
Hello.
run Toy Story 2. I'll give the. I'll let Shadow do most of the commentary. This is gonna be an experience because he also views me. He also views my stream because screen sharing causes the game to lag. So, I'll let Shadow do the countdown. No, I'll do the
Yep.
countdown.
Okay.
Um, so, I think we're good to go. Is the timer on -1 second?
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Okay, so run start in 3, 2, 1, go. This is Andy's house, the first level in the game. And I'll let Shadow explain the objective of this game.
Sure thing. Okay, so this is the 100% category. What you're doing in each level, this is basically a 3D platformer game where you're going to be collecting these things called Pizza Planet tokens. If anyone has watched the movies, you know of the Pizza Planet.
Pizza time.
Pizza Planet place in the Toy Story movies. And basically, your objective is you're going to be collecting all 5 tokens in each of these levels. There are 50 total. Every 3 stages, he'll be fighting a mini-boss. And each of the tokens for each stage, the first one he's going to be grabbing here is the boss token. And then there's also the collectible token, where he needs 5 sheep in this level. The race token, where he races RC. The coin token, where he gets 50 coins throughout the level and gives them to Ham. And then the puzzle token.
Yeah, I just finished the fight. It's just waiting for him to cool down, then you shoot a charge shot at him.
Yep.
Now I'm doing some skip, I guess. It's a shelf jump.
Yeah, what he does there is known as an extended double jump. It's where you do a double jump, but at your second jump will be timed when you're at the height of your first jump, thereby increasing the distance you do your second jump. You'll be seeing a lot of those throughout the run. Okay, so what he's doing here is called van jump. He's going to be basically jumping from the box to this van to like the right side of it in order to get onto this top area here to grab the sheep and then pull the shovel down to race RC.
I'm doing the race and I'm doing this shortcut. The game counts this as a lap. So yeah, I just finished it with 3 double jumps. I totally cheesed that race. And yeah, okay, I have 27 coins, so I don't have to take the shelf coins in the kitchen. Okay, now we're going to the basement. And here's where PC or any other version is different from the N64 MU. On the MU version, you can click right to this token, but I'll let Shadow explain boxless strat.
Okay, so to be honest, I'm not too familiar with boxless myself, but I can explain the glitch at least, like the clip. Basically, the clip that he could do if he was playing on the N64 version is what before he headed down the stairs, he can basically clip through like the corner of the door into the wall and fall down to the shelf where the token is in the basement.
Yeah, and on PC and any other version, you have to time your double jump precisely to make it to the token. And I also gave Mr. Potato Head his left ear or right ear. I didn't notice. He gives you in return a power shield that you won't see it throughout the run. Here I did a stun jump to skip all this, the whole kitchen, and the coin just dropped on the shelf, so I do have to grab 1 shelf token. Now I just bring all the sheep back to Bo Peep.
Yeah, ideally, when we leave the kitchen here, we want either 46 or 47 coins, because there's 1 on the chair and then 3 on the couch above where Ham is. But I see he didn't kill the robot from earlier, so he got that instead. And that's Andy's house. Or as we like to call Andy's limbo, because it's the point of where many, many resets are.
Alright, explain the first soldier in Andy's neighborhood.
Sure. Okay, so this is Andy's neighborhood. What we're going to be doing here is trying not to get hit by this raging lawnmower here, to stomp on these little pits to make a... we're basically playing whack-a-mole a little bit with this this toy soldier here, and we're going to be grabbing him later from the last hole. And these little dirt piles. All right, so now we're going to be racing the RC car. Normally, the casual way, you wouldn't be doing this level until later, until you get the rocket boots power up. Each level, certain levels have different power-ups that you grab, and you can come back and revisit them later to grab tokens later in the game, which we will be doing in a couple spots, just not this one. Because with this race token, you're actually able to cheese it a bit by having the car run right into you, and it stops, and you can just keep going, despite it being faster than you.
I did my best trying to make it so 2 visits is at least just as fast as 1 visit, because I really wanted to use the rocket boots in this race. Not because I need them, but because it's just hella cool, in my opinion. But unfortunately, I found out that it's slower. 2 visits with the rocket boots is slower by average of 5 seconds than just 1 visit. Now I used the dizzy strat that allowed me to move during the camera transition and grab the token early on. Now entering the pool with the puzzle token, and I'll let you explain how the puzzle token works.
Sure. So, which strat are you doing? Bird bath jump or base jump?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
You're doing base jump, okay. I saw it. Okay, so he's going to be jumping off the edge of this vase here to do another extended double jump to grab onto this pot here, and then jump up and swing onto this flagpole, and then double jump over the pool where the token is. Normally, the casual way, you're going to be inflating a rubber duck to go like right below where the token is and just ground pound so it floats up and you can jump to it. But we don't need to do that.
I skipped 1 coin on the second swindle, but that's okay. I had a few extra coins, so I can skip at least 2. And I'll take the safety rope in case I'm falling down. So yeah. I'm about to enter the race, and not yet. I'll tell you when I do, and then you can explain how it goes.
You mean the boss?
Yeah, the Zerka.
Yeah. Yeah. The tree's a bit of a nightmare because if you fall down it, you have to climb all the way back up, and it's just it's a bit of a nightmare.
I stand here, out of bounds, and I can just keep shooting him. He doesn't have his iframes if I stand this far enough. It's sort of out of bounds for him.
Yeah. So. It's like an out of bounds like of his spawn area there, and he starts spinning around. You can shoot when he starts spinning. You can just shoot him like crazy until he dies. Okay, so the next thing he's going to be doing is he's going to be double jumping over to where this clothesline is, and grabbing the 4th army soldier dude, and then moving his way back to the starting area to grab the last one. And turn in the collectibles to grab the last token of the level.
I just want to say that I did a pink pretty panty jump, and I dedicate that jump to Thermal Square for naming that.
Yes, the pretty pink panty jump.
Now for bombs away, it's as straightforward as it can be. Just charge shoot at him 3 times with good aiming with the first person.
So, quick question from chat, from that one new Tagger player. Is this run going to have tarmac skip? It'd be Gucci if it did.
No. It's hella risky, especially for 100% runs. It saves a lot of time, but I'm not gonna do it. I haven't practiced that.
He did it first try in another marathon, by the way.
But after that, yeah, I did. But after that, in 100%, you also have to catch up with the plane, grab a suitcase up there, and then go back to the platform number 8. So it's hella risky. The world record on PC does that. So go watch that.
Come on, chat.
Let's
Come on, chat. Let's provoke him to do it for swag points.
I mean, I'm doing this alone, so I don't mind. I may do it, but don't count on it. So
Okay,
just explain them now the puzzle token here.
Yes. So I hope everybody took art class because we're going to be mixing colors together. We're going to be making the colors green, orange, and purple. So I really hope you took art class and know how to mix colors because that's basically what this is.
Does it matter if I do orange, then green, then purple?
I usually do green, orange, purple.
Yeah, that's what I do myself, but I was just wondering if it matters which of the first two you do in which order.
I'm not really sure, to be honest.
I think it only matters if that you do the purple one last. Yeah, done with the puzzle token.
You get green by mixing blue and red, right? Yes, you do. Yeah, so if anybody's ever interested in running this game, especially if you're doing 100%, this run is probably, this level right here is probably one of the trickiest to master because, again, just like with the tree in Andy's neighborhood, you're dealing with climbing all of these girders here, and if you fall off, well, it's a lot of time loss.
Not to mention that the platforms move in random cycles.
Yes. And also, you can just randomly get sniped off by bolts.
Yeah, I just managed to spin attack to spin away one of these bolts. I got bad cycles, and I have to wait for this platform to come over.
Yeah. So these yellow girders here are actually on a cycle. If you're lucky, you can manage to jump from one moving girder to the next to the next.
I killed an extra space duck just for safety. I do that in all of my runs, but especially now that I'm in a marathon. Now I hit the switch, took Potato Head's eye, and now I'm on a time limit. As long as I make it through the cycles of the platform that lifts me all the way back up, I'll be good. Now I'm doing a race with Slinky. All I have to do is collect these wrenches and then bring them back to him. I'll kill more space ducks and grab their coins. That probably cost me the cycle. We'll see. I think I have enough time, but I'm not sure. Alright, done with the race. Now I'm gonna bring the eye back to Potato Head. Do you want to explain the power-up that the Potato Head brings you now?
Sure. So what he's going to be grabbing from Mr. Potato Head in this level after he returns his eye is like these disc launchers that he's going to be using against the boss of this level and also in one other level later on. Basically what these discs do is he can launch them and they spin around until they home in on the target. The boss here has a bit of a funky hitbox though, and I'm not exactly completely sure how it works.
As far as I know, sorry for interrupting you. As far as I know, the boss has the physics of the discs have weird. They just behave weird on 60 FPS. So it's, let's say, extra hard for the PC runners.
Yeah. He's got a bit of a funky hitbox too.
Alright, made it through the cycles.
Made it to the lift cycle. Nice.
And I have 47 coins, which means I don't have to rely on the boss's coin. This one drops the coin, by the way.
You could probably answer this. Someone in chat is asking if spinning to pick up coins has a reason.
Yes, indeed. Spin attacks enlarge bugs as hitbox. So it's just easier to pick up stuff.
Yep.
Alright, I'll wait a bit, and then keep shooting. I'm being extra careful right now. The boss dies in 15 discs, by the way. I managed to beat him with 16. And yeah, so far so good. Now I have 48 coins. I'm gonna drop here and grab the remaining 2.
I hope nobody's afraid of heights. Because you're about to see Buzz fall all the way down.
Alright, grab the coin token. Now I'm gonna head back to this construction worker and bring him all these workers, I guess. Alright, done with construction yard. Went so well for a marathon.
Yeah, thankfully no fall damage. He is just a toy after all, but he does go, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now this is the first level that I'm doing in 2 visits. It's possible to do this in 1 visit with some nasty wall jumps or shadow jumps. But I'm only grabbing the puzzle token here. Most runners like to grab the race token, but I decided to change the route because I'm a hipster.
Yeah, as I mentioned in Andy's neighborhood, there are various power-ups you can pick up throughout the game to collect various tokens later on, and this is the first time we're actually going to be revisiting the level, because we're going to be needing a power-up called the grappling hook, which we won't be getting until level 10, so we'll be revisiting here later.
Alright, slime time. It's just mashing really fast, and I'm not good at mashing, actually. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, this is literally the mash until you win mini-boss.
Also, don't get hit, because otherwise he will jump and it will take more time. So whenever he shoots at me, I'm just spinning the projectiles away. I also did a dizzy strat before I entered the fight that allowed me to shoot him a bit earlier. Because once I get dizzy and once I'm out of the dizziness, I can shoot him immediately. Anyways, now I enter the second stage that I'm doing in 2 visits called Al's Toy Barn. I will only be doing the boss here. It's super easy.
Yeah, so what Shtrudel picked up there is the green laser. You can basically hold down the B button and keep firing. You don't have to mash. And it's also a more powerful laser than the normal laser that he does. It's basically like continuous charge laser shots.
And the green laser is so strong that it pushes the boss away.
Yes.
Yeah. It actually pushes him away a bit. Now visiting Al's Spaceland. I'll be first doing the puzzle token. I'll let you explain it.
Yes, so the puzzle token in Al's Spaceland, it's a claw machine, and it's completely RNG on where the positioning is to grab the token.
Also, no shadow in the PC version, so it's a bit harder to see where things are. I think that grabbed it, but we'll see. Yes, it did. I'm gonna grab some extra coins. I'll grab this one, as well as the one on top of the claw machine.
This is pretty much the only part of the run that is actually RNG, is the claw machine. Everything else is pretty much optimized.
I guess the construction side, the yards...
That too, yeah. The construction cycles.
There's a bit of RNG throughout the whole game, but it's mainly movement-based.
Yep. It's all mostly just movement and optimization for the most part.
Do you want to explain? I fell down.
The race.
We'll have to find the time to explain shadow jumps or whatever. But right now I'm entering this race. It's basically just zipping through these ropes and jumping when I'm on the red spot.
Yes, and don't fall down, otherwise you have to do the walk of shame all the way back, because there's no shortcut to the beginning, unfortunately. We like to call it the walk of shame when we fail the race.
Alright, done with the race. Now I'll grab some more coins, then I'll enter the boss fight. Nail this jump. Yeah, I'll do the warp. Why not? That means that I'm skipping on one extra coin, but whatever. Dedicated to thermal. Alright, left the boss room with 43 coins, which is exactly the amount I need when I enter the last corridor. I'm doing this course in reverse, and I just jumped on invisible platforms, but don't worry, they are there. They just don't have texture.
Yeah, so in the N64 version, I know at least there is normally like toy boxes there that you can jump off of, but don't worry, like they may be invisible, but they're still actually there. It's just you can't see them.
Alright, just gave Ham, just got the coin token, and I'm about to finish this level with the collectible token. And then I'll be heading to Toy Barn Encounter. I'll enter the fight with the Dizzy Strut. It means that I spin out and I can move a bit ahead.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with Toy Barn Encounter fight goes, so I can explain it.
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
what he's basically going to be doing is, you can see these capsules around this boss here. The first thing he's going to be doing is he's going to do something called a Dizzy Strat. You can basically hold it and charge your spin attack, and then jump into the boss and hit him. So because normally while these enemies are appearing, if you hit it with a laser, you can't move afterward. But with the Dizzy Strat, you can dizzy out real quick and move during the cutscene. But your movement's all messed up. But you tend to get used to it if you've practiced this enough.
I just let the game to auto aim for me because I never move throughout these cutscenes. So I can't do some early kills with the spin attacks. And now I'll do a charge shot against the during the final pod. That's because the fight will only end with 2 charge shots instead of 3.
Yeah.
Alright, done with the boss. Time for elevator hop. I don't want to explain
Arguably the worst level in the run. Good luck. Casually and speedrunners hate this level alike. So,
Hey Thermal, check this out. Yeah, Thermal can't do the jump, and I forgot to buffer a double jump when I fell down. Do you want to explain buffering? No, let's explain that later. Now I got grappling hooks. This is the PC version, so I can target the more far target. So I can skip on a platform, actually.
Yep.
This is PC exclusive, even emulator can do that.
Yeah. So he's going to be climbing up these elevator vents here all the way to the top of the shaft. And this level can be a bit of a nightmare, as you'll see later why. Because falling is a pretty big problem. as you can imagine.
I'm a bit behind according to the music. Pretty average, but a bit behind of what I could. Do you want to explain 60 FPS wind?
I don't. Go for it. I don't know.
Alright, 60 FPS wind is extra strong, so you have to push against it, otherwise you fall, I think. No, but in 30 FPS you can just push against it hard enough to spin around and then grappling hook your way up. It's possible on PC. I know some players did it, but I've never done it myself. Now, this puzzle is really easy, just hit 2 switches. I'll grab this token on my way up, and I grab the wall mouse. It can ruin your run. Every time you miss it, you will lose 15 more seconds.
Yeah, so during that switch puzzle, there's a cycle for these lifts here that won't start until you finish the puzzle token with the switches. So ideally what we want to do is grab that wall mouse that he got on the way down, and he opened up a shortcut switch to push himself back up. And these lifts here are on a cycle. You want to go to the yellow one first on the left, and then the light blue one, and then the pinkish one back on the left again.
I got some early cycles here. I think I'd still be able to make it. The cycles of the elevators are a bit random, but nothing too drastic. Actually, sometimes, very rarely, they can ruin your cycles and pace of the run. And I failed the jump. So I'm gonna have to wait. The weight of shame, I guess. But I'll use that to grab some extra coins, and I'll just wait for the platform to rise up again. And then I'll be fighting the boss.
Yeah, ideally, you want to grab that final mouse collectible and then jump back onto the pink platform, and then to the other side of the wall, which enters into the boss area.
Just like the rest of the bosses, you just keep holding the charge shots.
Yep. Just use the green laser, it's great.
The best part about this is that it also ruins the cycle of the elevator that leads you to the race.
Yeah. So if you were to get the cycle earlier with grabbing the 5th mouse, this elevator here would be all the way up top after you fall from the boss, so you could actually go into the race right away. So this level isn't really RNG, it's more about like doing cycles properly, and that's really it. It's just a pain in the butt if you miss cycles or if you fall.
Do you want to explain the race itself before I finish it?
Oh yeah. So what he's basically doing is he's going to be sliding down these shafts and trying to not fall into these little openings here. Aside from either the last one or the second last one, he'll be fine, because he's going to be racing all the way down to where, basically around where Potato Head is, where he got the grappling hook. Because there's a little finish line here, kind of carved in rust.
On the bright side, the extra 2 coins that I grabbed when I was waiting for the elevators, they allowed me to skip on some other backup coins, because I missed a few during the race. I'm just heading towards Ham, and I'm about to finish elevator hop.
Yep.
Now
That
for
is,
Al's Penthouse.
Yeah, elevator hop is arguably the toughest level of the speedrun, so...
So now I'm doing the race in Al's Penthouse. It's just like the Slinky races. You collect these shoehorns or horseshoes.
Horseshoes, yeah.
Excuse my English, and you bring them back to him. Now heading towards the train room. Do you want to explain train jump?
Sure. Basically what he's going to be doing is he's going to be doing what he mentioned earlier, a bit of what's called a shadow box jump. There is a shadow box you can jump onto on this train to double jump onto where this platform is, where the collectible is. If you don't get it right, you wind up just sliding off the front of the train there. So it's kind of just a play it by feel sort of thing.
There's also I missed the window jump. There's also jump buffering. Once you're in the air and you're done with your double jump, you can hold onto the jump button, and Buzz will jump as soon as he lands. So that also helps with the train jump. I'm failing here because I don't know. Anyways, done with the boss. I did that window jump that allowed me to skip the need to push a box and do some weird movement, or not so weird movement. It saves around 3 seconds. At least that's the estimate time save. Now I'm leaving the bus room and I'm heading towards the bathroom.
Now, do you know if that window jump there is exclusive to the PC version or not?
I don't think so. I think all versions can do that. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it can. If I remember correctly, I saw someone doing that on N64, on real hardware.
So the next thing he's going to be doing here is called the toilet jump. You basically jump from the vent here to the back of the toilet. It's a bit trickier of a jump than it looks because Buzz tends to hit his head on the top of the vent a lot. And you tend to miss the jump sometimes. So what he's going to be doing is Al's going to get a pretty big, hefty water damage bill here because we're flooding his apartment. Because there's these blue switches that basically flood his bathroom, and for some reason just his bathroom, despite there being an open vent. And we're going to be using it to wander around the room and grab some coins and a critter all the way up top. And another thing here he just did is he jumped from the base of where the TV is in the living room to ledge grab onto the top of the box there. It saves a bit of time because normally you'd be climbing all around the room from the couch to the table and then jumping off these railings to the fireplace, and that wastes like a good 10-15 seconds.
Now I'm heading to the kitchen to grab the last cricket. Is that their names?
Critters.
Critters, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, did all the jumps well. I jumped on the door frame, which allowed me to jump towards right into the critter. And now I'm heading back to the bathroom and give him the 50 coins that he wants.
By the way, if anybody is curious, yes, Rex is in this game. No, we never talk to him because he literally just gives us hints about how to get tokens. And obviously, as speedrunners, we know how to get these tokens, so he's completely useless. And just shouts at us, going, "Boss! Boss!"
Alright, explain Zerg. Now.
Sure. So what he's going to be doing is Zerg's going to spawn. He's going to move toward Zerg, then go corner, and do a death abuse strat. And then
I'm trying to push him. Yes, I managed to do that.
And what he's going to do is he's going to spin jump him into this corner and trap him in it. Just spin jump him over and over again until he dies.
On 60 FPS, it's extra hard to hit him the proper way, let's call it that way, because he moves much faster than in 30 FPS. So you have to do this strat if you're on PC, but you can finish him casually if you're playing on console. Though console players, I think they still like these strats. Now in airport infiltration, I'm gonna try this early pulse swing, not from here, but from here, because that's a better camera angle for me. Yes, first try.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna clip to the next room, so if you know, go ahead and explain the clip.
I do not know the suitcase.
Alright, so all you do is you stomp this suitcase and you push against the wall and you hope that you're clipped inside or through the wall. It works relatively consistently. I hope I use the correct grammar here.
Yeah, you're good.
Usually I get that first try, but that's okay. I try to reposition myself better.
No time to lose.
And voila.
So normally you would jump from conveyor belt to conveyor belt into this room here.
So I clipped to the rocket room. Now I'm gonna grab potato head's lips and grab the puzzle token, which usually, or the intended way, is that you grab the puzzle token with the hover boots that you unlock in the other room. But with some funky jumps, you can just skip that and jump casually the token. I'm gonna wait for the wind to stop because 60 FPS wind is brutal. See? So I'm doing an extended jump to this platform, then I can just jump here. Yeah, I guess I won't be taking the coin from that snake at the top. Now I need to climb to the top of the middle room. I can bounce on the blue suitcases. And grab these coins. Forgive me for saying tokens instead of coins. Before the blue suitcase appears. Then I bounce here. Nothing much to say. This is just platforming and moving against the conveyor belts. Is that the name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically.
The conveyor belts push you much stronger with the 60 FPS comparing to. Here's the shortcut I did, by the way. So they push you much more faster than on 30 FPS. More so that you're pushed faster than the suitcases. Now I'm heading to the boss room, giving Potato Head his mouth. And now I love the hover boots. And I'll be heading towards the boss, Stinky Pete, from the movie. Do you want to explain the boss fight?
Sure. So with Prospector, aka Stinky Feet, he's going to be doing some spin attacks here because the only way to damage him is with the spin attacks. And you see him constantly spinning here. He's basically mashing the spin button and the laser button at the same time to basically infinitely spin here.
Yeah, they cancel each other's animation, so it allows me to start spinning much sooner. Alright, 5 dollies or passengers. I think I'm a bit low on coins, but that's okay. Though, few more coins on my way to Ham. I think I'll be okay. So, do you want to explain the race?
Sure. What he's going to be doing is, I forget his name exactly, but he's basically the bodybuilder toy. He's going to be going around from 3 different rooms. This room here, the room where the boss is, and the room where the rocket is, to grab some weight collectibles, and then grab 5 of them, kind of like the wrenches from earlier in Construction Yard, as well as the bones and such from Alleys and Gullies, and then turning them into the weightlifter guy to collect the token. But before he heads back, since he's got plenty of time and he's got the 5 passengers, he's going to grab the collectible token on the way because it's already here.
Yeah, I got plenty of time. Already got the token, now I'm heading to this guy and giving him getting the token.
Yeah, the texture work on a PC version is it's a sight to behold sometimes.
I think if I remember correctly, I had this game on my Windows 98 machine, and the graphics were okay. It's just that modern hardware breaks the graphics, unfortunately, and we couldn't find a fix for that. Alright, now I'm about to finish the airport infiltration level, and I'm gonna revisit a few levels. Now I'm gonna be doing Al's Toy Barn. Go.
Yeah, so like we mentioned earlier, we're finally going about to revisiting some levels because he just finished stage 13. There are no more Potato Head piece power-ups to grab. He's got all 5 of them. And he's going to be revisiting Al's Toy Barn stage 7 and Alleys and Gullies stage 5. The reason we couldn't do Al's Toy Barn was because we needed the hover boots from the last level, and then stage 5 we needed the grappling hook. There are 15 total stages in this game, by the way, and we're going to be doing the 14th stage after we grab the rest of the tokens from stage 7 here, as well as stage 5.
It is possible to finish this level and Alleys and Gullies in one visit, but it requires some shadow jumps or wall jumps, as I like to call them in a more casual way. It's extremely hard on PC with 60 FPS for some reason. Before I grab the chick, I'm gonna detour a bit. I already did a detour, but I'm grabbing extra coins. I got plenty of time.
Yeah, so this chicken basically makes us do like a race twice. Once to grab a chick collectible and another to actually do a race token. But with the first race to grab the collectible, he gives you plenty of time, so you can grab extra coins and whatnot, and put the potato head piece and everything that you really need from the beginning of the level for both Ham and Mr. Potato Head.
I used the rocket boots to cheat my way to the end of this course. It's much faster. I can just jump into the air vent. It's possible to do it without the rocket boots. It's relatively easy, but it's faster with the rocket boots. Now I'm heading to this room, grabbing some more coins, grabbing this chick, skating time, and I'll bring this mother chicken, or chicks, to get the collectible token. Now heading to Al's office. I'll be collecting 2 tokens there. Spoilers, there's gonna be drawer RNG. Go ahead and explain it.
Yeah, so the discs that we got earlier from Construction Yard, one other spot of RNG we have in this game is with these drawers. You're going to be using the disc launcher to break off the locks off of these drawers here. And the drawers actually opening and closing are very much RNG. So thankfully we got good RNG and we managed to grab the puzzle token without falling off.
So now I visit the father chicken for the second time, and now he will bring me the Pizza Planet token.
Yep.
I'm doing this shortcut that I didn't do previously because I wanted to grab some more coins.
Yep.
Alright, it was just as easy. Now time for Alice and Goalies.
Another bit of a troublesome spot for a lot of runners, at least in 100%.
I'm gonna be fast enough for the cycles. The platforms on the other side of the wall already move, so I have to be pretty fast and breathe for a bit. So now I'm doing the race, which I didn't do on the first visit. And just like in Construction Yard and some other levels, all I do is grab 5 collectibles or pickups and bring them back to Slinky. Alright, now I'm good with the other cycles that allow me to platform here instead of dropping into the water and grab some rocket boots over there. But now I will drop down, grab these rocket boots and jump against this slope. So I skip all the stairs. Thermal didn't know that. I tried to tell him that a few times, but he didn't have time to listen to me apparently. So take that, Thermal.
The sass though, because he couldn't join the race.
I mean, he saved himself the embarrassment.
Oof! Shots fired.
Actually, there was a marathon called Shots Fired, which was cancelled. Anyways, now I'm starting to climb the torches or whatever they are, and PC once again allows me to launch myself much earlier. I'm gonna do the porch jump. I'm not the best at it, but let's see. Yeah, of course I didn't even jump. I jumped too late. Alright, let's try again.
As I mentioned casually, and in a speedrun if you don't have enough practice, just like elevator hop, falling in this level while you're climbing up here can lose quite a bit of time. And it takes a lot of practice.
I guess the electric bolts and these wires also have some cycles. Yeah, they have, and they're not random as far as I'm aware. So
as far as I'm aware, they're not either.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another warp here to this boss. And I guess this warp is found by Thermal. There's another warp, but I'm doing Thermal's warp. So this boss is, once again, shoot him 5 times with charge outs, and let's see if I grab the token. Yes, I grabbed the token. Now on my way back, I'm gonna do this, not really, but risky jump. I'm gonna miss it. Ooh, I didn't, but it was really close. I jumped a bit too early. Now I grab this duck and drop down.
Thankfully, the climbing sections, well, actually, no, not quite. With the climbing sections are over yet. We still have to deal with the umbrellas.
Yeah, hopefully things will turn out okay. Yeah, first umbrella jump, okay, second umbrella jump, okay as well. I also call these umbrellas, though they're technically something else. I almost skipped the umbrella. I almost missed this umbrella jump, but thankfully I buffer my jumps, so I managed to clear this jump. now I'm grabbing the last duck. On my way back, I grab the 50th token, and I'll be able to bring them all the 50 tokens to Ham. Get his token, then head towards Mother Duck and bring her ducklings.
And then we can, we're done with the stage revisit, so we can move on to stage 14.
So, do you want me to do the yellow jump?
Chat, should he do the yellow jump? Decide quickly. Because I'm all for it.
Alright, I'll go for it. But be warned, I'll fail it miserably. But first, I'll grab this coin. I didn't know it's there, but apparently it's there. Some other people that I won't mention, they knew about this coin, but they chose not to grab it for some reason. Normally you want to get to the center of this stage and hop on the plane and then grab the suitcase on the plane, but I'll try this jump instead. Alright, second try. Third try. And it's not even done after I'm doing the jump. I have to do some really tight jumps.
So as you can tell, these rocket boots are ridiculously hard to control. And what he basically wants to do is he wants to jump onto this green thing, jump from there to the boss area, just like you just did.
Yeah, how many tries did it take me? 4, I think?
4, I think. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, but once again, it's not even the hard part.
Yeah. Don't be ashamed, like, if anybody were to learn this game and you never learn that game. I personally have never done it. I think I did it maybe like once or twice. That's actually a lie, but I've never done it in a run, so...
Ooh, I'm a bit late. Yeah, I missed the plane, unfortunately. So I'll use this to head towards the center of the stage and grab the plane on top. I'm improvising. I have no idea if it's faster. Oh wait, I need to grab the suitcase.
You do, yeah. You gotta grab it on the plane.
Good thing that I can remember how the game works.
Good thing that you remember how to run the game.
Yeah, I'll have to do the race once later.
Yeah. The plane that's going into going in a circle.
I missed it. I think I'm still good when it comes to the cycles. We'll see. But now I can't see the plane.
I've always wondered where this plane is going, because it's just going in a circle.
Perhaps like the plane is a toy, but is also considered a toy. So
yeah,
he helps Buzz to go to some platforms.
Yeah, if it's actually a real plane and there's passengers on it, I feel really bad for them.
Oh, I forgot some coins. I have plenty of coins to grab, but I have to improvise even more. So with good movement, I could grab this suitcase much earlier.
So, if anyone at all wants to get into this game, we would happily love to have somebody route out the coins for this level, because we do not have a coin route for this level whatsoever.
Just want to say that I routed just the coin token for this stage.
Yeah.
Now I'm almost starting the race. Go ahead and explain how the race works.
Alright, so during this race with Slinky, you want to walk along this brown path here. You can't jump. I think that's your only restriction. You're just not allowed to jump or fire your laser, maybe. But you can't touch this wet grass, otherwise you have to start the race over. It's the slowest token in the game, aside from maybe the race in Andy's neighborhood.
Hey, anyone played the Scary Maze Flash game? With the jump scare at the end that you're not allowed to touch the walls? Yeah, so this is my association with this race. So I just pretend that I will get a jump scare if I touch the green group.
Yeah, we really do need a skip for this token. It just, it's so tedious.
Bad virtual spread, but nevertheless, or nonetheless, I think I'm good on coins. 26 is usually good. Oops, I used the wings. I accidentally talked to Rex and I totally didn't do that on purpose. Do you want to explain how the puzzle works?
So basically, there are these matching lights. You want to use these switches to match the top light with the bottom lights and have the bottom lights off, I think. So basically, he wants both the blue on the top and the bottom to be lit up, I think.
Yeah, I have a cheat sheet, I guess. It's the combinations for all the puzzles that are possible, but I know how to solve them without looking into it.
Yeah, we have a little cheat sheet on speedrun.com for that specific puzzle token because there are, I think, like at least 10 different solutions for that switch puzzle there.
There's also a guide for how to solve this puzzle without looking for the solutions, because if you can solve that fast enough, it's faster than scrolling through the spreadsheet or whatever. It's faster than looking for the solution on the text you have. Yeah, I have enough points. Just have to grab a few extra, I think. I'll head to room number 6. Okay, guess I won't be killing the watcher to my right. I'll take this one, bump into this one. That's 48, 49, and the 50th coin is right next to him.
Yeah, shoutouts to Susie Doodletones for the tutorial, as well as I believe Passive Babam for the solutions with the script.
Now grabbing the last suitcase, and I'm heading toward the... What are they even called?
Good question.
So I bring the suitcases to whoever needs them, and they bring me the Pizza Planet token. Last pizza time. Time for the final boss.
Yes, 100% agree. This game has some very good nostalgic music.
Not nostalgic, but good in general, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Alright, final showdown, or prospector showdown. I'll use a dizzy strat, which I almost forgot to do. It cost me time.
We should say that time will end on the final hit, because he's fighting Gunslinger, the Blacksmith, and Prospector. I'm sure Shtrudel will shout for time when he gets the final hit, though, because I have a delay.
Oh, okay. Thanks for reminding me. Alright, now I'll try to spin attack both of them, but the Gunslinger is standing between them, so it's a bit tough, so I'll start with the Blacksmith. They each have 10 health. Not counting the Gunslinger, of course. Yeah, that was the 10th hit, so time will be on the final hit on Stinky Pete. And time. So, what was my time?
58:39, according to the stream.
Not bad at all.
GG.
Not
Shtrudel.
bad at all. Do I have time to show a few cool things? It's gonna take a couple of minutes. I'm skipping the cutscenes because I want to show this really bad. And the credits as well. So I have a special save file.
You do have time, yes.
You know what? I'll have to show this first. What happens when you when you die, but you exit the level quick enough. This is actually the thing that confused you in QFSF. So I'm gonna die on purpose here. This is gonna take about 30 seconds.
Yeah, you got about 6 minutes, so...
6 minutes, that's great. That's enough. So before Buzz respawns, I pause the game and I exit the level. And now when I re-enter levels, my health bar is empty. And I don't have collision. Buzz's body doesn't have collision. He can just clip through some of these guys. You can still grab the hitboxes, you can still touch those. You can't interact with NPCs. You can still hit enemies with the... is that useful in the run? There is a run that has just the puzzle tokens. And yeah, it's just the puzzle tokens, and this is the only category that this glitch is useful for. I think it's only useful for PC. It's only available on PC. As you see, I can't talk to Rex. That's either a good or a bad thing, depending how you look at it. You can still grab a few things like tokens and power-ups and coins, and let's see. Before I grab health, I'll show you. You know what? Just trust me on this one. When I grab health, I'm vulnerable again. I take hits once again. If I exit the stage when I'm in the ghost mode, let's call it that way, I lose a life. So when you're doing puzzle runs, sometimes you have to exit the level with the menu and choose exit level. Then you can pause and exit.
Is this glitch PC exclusive?
I think so. I'm not sure. This was found by other players like Lance and Master Leo Blue. Shoutouts to them, they're great glitch hunters. I guess I'll finish this show exhibition with showing the first boss. And yeah, I think it's PC exclusive. At least that's what I've been told.
Shtrudel, I'd like to note Thermal's internet just came back.
Oh great! Hey Thermal, wanna race? Oh wait. Also, you can't collect. You can't grab the collectibles. You know, for the collectible token. Anyways.
Hey Thermal, do you want me to commentate your race?
As you see, the robot really doesn't know what to do. Here's the east side of him. That's how it looks from here. And before I grab the token, let me just show you that his head just shrank. It didn't disappear. Anyways, let me grab the token, and once I exit the level this way, I can pause and exit without losing a life. So yeah, that's the run, and that's the glitch exhibition for me. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot, Shadow, for commentating with me.
No problem.
And
hope you guys enjoy the rest of License-a-thon.
Yeah, that's true. And Thermal, I'll see you somewhere, sometime. Let's see. We'll see. See ya. Don't die.
Thanks a bunch to Shtrudel and to Shadoway91 for that fantastic Toy Story 2 run. Up next,